ever wondered about all the different types of businesses out there? As we saw, we can divide businesses into those that sell products, those that provide a service, and those that do both. But we can also group different types of businesses into different sectors. Just like how your school has different departments for maths, science, or arts, the business world has different sectors to keep things really organised. It's a way to look at the big picture of how our economy actually works. So sectors are groups of different types of businesses that do similar things or work in the same general area. The agriculture sector, for example, covers everything from farming to fruit production to beekeeping and producing flowers. Other sectors include retail, with businesses like Amazon and eBay, food and drink, which includes a business making your own lemonade, and the logistics sector, where you may start a business running errands for people in your neighbourhood.
Size is another way we categorise businesses. In the UK, a large business has over 250 employees, and you've probably heard of big companies like Tesco, Barclays or Vodafone. But guess what? Large businesses only make up 0.1% of all UK businesses. And all of the others are what are known as SMEs, which stands for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises. They've got under 250 employees and normally an annual turnover of less than £25 million. There are lots of advantages of being involved with a small business. You get to be involved in every part of the business and normally have more control over its direction. And then there are micro businesses, the smallest of them all. They have a turnover of less than £500,000 and normally less than 10 employees. Think of a car washing business you may set up, a baking business, gardening businesses, bracelet businesses, or even beauty salons. All of these are likely to be micro businesses. And the great thing is you can start a micro business with very little money if you've got a valuable skill and an idea.
Another really important thing to consider when thinking about what type of business you want to start is whether you want it to be a lifestyle business or a scalable business. A lifestyle business is a type of business that someone starts to support the way they want to live. Think of a surf instructor who runs a small surf school. They just love surfing and want to spend their days on the beach. They're not aiming to grow it into a huge company. They just want to make enough money to enjoy their lifestyle. But on the other hand, a scalable business is designed to grow big and fast, like a tech startup, aiming to become the next Facebook or Google. The goal of a scalable business is to expand and reach a massive audience, often with the help of outside investors. Choosing between a lifestyle and a scalable business depends on your goals and, of course, your purpose. If you want more free time and a job you love, a lifestyle business might be perfect. But if you're dreaming big and want to create something huge, a scalable business may be the way to go.
We're definitely not a lifestyle business. A lifestyle business is one that you kind of have on the side. It's kind of small, it's kind of easy. This is definitely a scalable business. This is a business that turns over more than £20 million a year now, employs over 400 people, and has a propensity or the opportunity of scaling much bigger than that. So it's not just this little hobby on the side for me. This is my bread and butter. This is where I spend most of my time.
Our business is scalable because it's not all focused around me. We can grow around other offices, so we're looking to open in new cities.
So my second business was 100% scalable. There's hundreds of millions of people that stream music across the world, and there's loads of up and coming and emerging music artists. So that was the real scalability of the product, which was super exciting.
Started off as a lifestyle business, but as we've grown, it's become a scalable business.
Our business is 100% a scalable business. It was always about reaching as many consumers as possible to drink better.
Definitely a scalable business. We recently raised quite a large sum of money from a US investor to to scale our business globally, create new products, scale sales and marketing.
In my case, I'm involved in several different businesses, and without scalability, they'd all be reliant upon myself. So scaling a business means that you can build a team and build an entity of people to make sure we solve the problem that we're trying to achieve within each business.
At some point, you'll want to consider what is known as the legal structure of your business. The type of legal structure you choose can impact the amount of tax you pay and how you're able to take the money out of the business, and even how much risk you have if the business doesn't work. Let's look at the three main ways. These are a sole trader, a limited company, or a partnership. So let's start by looking at what's called a sole trader. Sole traders are people who own and operate their businesses all by themselves. They're a one-person show. Someone who works as a freelance photographer or who does tutoring might set up as a sole trader. As a sole trader, which most of you will start as, you just need to keep a record of your business spending and your personal spending separately. You'll almost certainly have lower upfront costs, and any profit you make will be yours to keep after you've paid tax. The main downside is that as a sole trader, you'll be personally liable for any business debts. So if your business does get into financial difficulty, you may be personally responsible. The second option, if you prefer to protect yourself from those risks, is actually starting what's known as a limited company. A private limited company is a separate legal entity to the owner. This means that if the business gets into trouble, you only lose the money that you've put into the business and not from your personal savings. This is a really important point, that a private limited company is a completely separate entity to the owner. The third type of structure is called a partnership, and that can have benefits of being both a sole trader and a private company. Now let's not go into too much of that detail just now. All you need to be aware of is that there are three types of structure, which are sole trader, limited company, and partnership. And remember, the business world isn't set in stone. It's more like a TikTok trend, always changing and evolving. What works for your business today may be totally different in the future. So when you're dreaming about your future empire, just start thinking about the legal structure that may fit your vision right now. You can always change it as you grow. So start small, dream big, and who knows, the business you start in your bedroom could well be the next global thing. Now that you've finished episode 3 on types of business, you can move on to episode 4, which is on developing ideas and pivoting